Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shantae Arati. I am coming on today to talk about a new program by Facebook, a new grant-like program called the Facebook Invoice Fast Track Program. This is really going to help a lot of small business owners out there. So definitely you want to make sure that you tune in. I'm also going to be talking about some additional grants at the state level and nationwide grants as well to make sure that our new followers do get the inside information so that you all can secure a financial lifeline for your business. Do come on in as you're coming in. Let me know who you are, where you're hailing from, and what your business is. Let me know if you've already gotten grants already sometime in 2020 or 21. I definitely want to know about it because there is no shortage of grant opportunities, funding opportunities that are out there for you as an entrepreneur and small business owner. Do give this a thumbs up, show us some love so more people, more businesses can see this video because businesses still need help, okay? And so Facebook is on a mission. So I'm happy to talk about that today. Also, our new viewers, do make sure you connected with us and our YouTube community. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? We definitely would like to have you as part of the family, okay? So do come on in, do that, do share this out because sharing is caring. As we already know, we have made a powerful impact and we've been able to do that because of all of our wonderful supporters who continuously share the information, tell their peers, because you don't know, every single day I receive testimonials and messages from business owners and entrepreneurs that if it had not been for coming across one of our videos, they would not have ever known about a program to qualify that they could qualify for and secure funding for their business. So definitely we appreciate your continued support. Now, let me get right into it because I have a lot to cover and I'm very busy today, but I want to make sure that I get you all this information. Now, you should know a lot of you all received the Facebook grant last year, right? They had several grants. They had one initial one for all different small businesses in the area. Then they launched a small business grant for Black-owned businesses. I was one of the recipients of that, and I helped thousands of others get that grant as well. Facebook made a commitment. They have upped their game ever since, and I think is at this point up to $1 billion of support for the small business community. And so this particular program, the Facebook Invoice Fast Track Program, they piloted it last year before actually expanding it. So now this is it, okay? So now they're going to open up this program. It is going to start opening up and accepting applications on October the 1st. So I want you to mark that date on your calendar. Know that it's coming. It's right around the corner, and you want to be one of the first ones to get your application in. So this program will support around 30,000 small businesses around the country. So this is for US-based businesses. They have programs that support international businesses, right? But this one is specifically for those in the US. This will help support women-owned and minority-owned businesses. I'll go into more detail about the different types in just a second. But it is going to help you in that regard. Now, what is this program? Let me break it down and explain to you. So this means that they are going to be helping you covering your outstanding invoices, meaning that they're going to buy them back. So if you are a corporate, you have a corporate contract or are a government contractor, you know how that works, right? So we do the work, right? But we don't get paid the day that we do the work. We are under a contract, and usually you're getting paid 30 days, 60 days out, depending on the term of your contract. So what does that mean? That means that you still have operational expenses. That's money that you don't have. You don't actually have the cash. So you've earned it, but it has not yet been given to you by your customer, right? And your customer would be a corporate customer under a corporate contract or a government a customer. So if that is you, let me know in the comments. If you do contracting work with corporate entities, companies, right, or the government, let me know. I'm a government contractor. I do contract work, have been doing it since I've been in business. And so that's why I always encourage you all to get into contracting, right? It is one of the best ways to be able to scale your business and make money in your business, and getting certified is going to help you do that and help you get access to opportunities like this as well. So what Facebook is going to do, they're going to buy your invoice. So let's take an example. You have a $10,000 invoice. This is actually a woman business owner. She had an invoice that was outstanding from a corporate customer, $10,000 that she could not use. She did not have access to put it into your business, or use it to buy equipment, or use it to pay staff, or use it to pay for her salary, right? So until you actually get that money, it's on hold. Okay, so we know a lot of us have to deal with that. That's why we need working capital. A lot of times we go into the lines of credit, or we get a short-term loan to be able to cover what we need until we actually get paid by our corporate customer. So that is what this program is about. They're going to buy the 10. So instead of you waiting weeks or months, like I just said, most times it's months that you're waiting to get paid. Okay, somebody let me know if I'm correct. Okay. They will buy that back. So in days you have that money, and then your customer will then pay Facebook based on the same terms that they had with you, based on that same agreement, that same contract. They will then pay Facebook. So now you're getting paid way quicker, so you can use that money to do whatever you need to do in your business. So this is super fantastic. So there's a minimum requirement, okay? So you have to have an outstanding invoice of a minimum of $1,000 to even qualify for this program, okay? You also, again, like I said, will be paid in a matter of days. The customer pays Facebook. Again, you will pay them, they will pay you your invoice, and then your customer will then pay Facebook. And you need to have a minimum of $1,000. Now, they have not stated any maximums, but like I said, they anticipate on supporting at least 30,000 businesses. So that's a lot of businesses to be able to support, and getting you paid your invoices sooner. And we know some businesses struggle with that, getting your customers to pay. So this is a really interesting and exciting program that that Facebook has started. Now let's talk about some of the eligibility requirements. So I already spoke about that is for women and minorities. The minority groups include veterans, right? Women, ethnic minority groups. It also includes the disabled, right? Disabled businesses, and it also includes the LGBTQ businesses, right? And so you need to also be certified. Okay, I talked about this. I talk about it a lot. If you're not certified, you need to really consider getting your business certified. We have resources and tools, masterclasses in the description in the show notes. If you are interested in getting your business certified, I highly recommend that you do that. I mean, every type of business, every industry can do this, should consider it. And the government is the biggest procurer of goods and services in the world. Okay. And so that is just, I think, instead of enough to work on getting your business certifications, and you need to, make sure that you're getting them at every level, right? So you get them city, county, state, and also federal certifications as well. And you must be a for-profit business. So unfortunately, this is not for nonprofits. You need to have a for-profit business in the U.S. and its territories in order to qualify for this particular program, okay? And also, your invoice can't just be any invoice. It must be with a corporate body, right? So a corporate company or government, that could be your city, county, state, or federal government, that, and what it's saying is that it has invested as investment grade rating. So they will know that in advance. So it can't be like, you have an invoice like I do. I have consulting clients, right? Small business owners that I invoice, but I get paid, right? But if you may have a coaching program and they're making, maybe 4 or 5 different separate payments, so you have that outstanding invoice of payment, that is not for this, right? So it has to be an invoice with a corporate company or a government agency, okay? Just to make that clear. But this is a wonderful program. I know a lot of small businesses that do this. I know a lot in every industry, really. Every industry, trucking, landscaping, salons, barbershop, anyone that has a corporate contract, consultants that have corporate contracts, coaches, trainers that have corporate contracts. So again, it is not limited to the industry. It's just a type of work. And do you have a contract with the corporate body or a government body? And if you do, and you're certified, you're in a minority classification, you can qualify for this program. Now, again, this is a $100 million program to support 30,000. They could expand it later, but that's a good start, okay? They just finished piloting this program, so I'm sure they're tweaking it as they go. They will make more improvements, and they may further expand this program. But you don't want to wait for that. You want to definitely get your application in as soon as possible. And again, they open this application on October the 1st. The link to where to apply is in the show notes in the description. I'm just going to share my screen really quickly so you just know what you will see when you come to the website. And again, this is the Facebook Invoice Fast Track Program. Let me just make sure it's on the screen. You should see it there. It's in green, right? It says, get your pay, skip the delay. Yes, get your pay. I mean, we know how much of a delay it's been getting access to a lot of the funding that is out there, and Facebook knows that. So they're ready to help you, to get paid like now, right? And so you will see this green page. It has a gentleman on here, probably one of their piloted businesses. He is the founder. His name is Eddie Parsons, and is showing you how the process works here, right? Getting paid faster. And you see, we usually on contracts waiting 30, 60, 90 to 120 days out, right? So what if now you don't have to wait that 120 days? You get paid in a day or 2 or 3. It's just going to do amazing things for your business if you meet the qualifications of this program. And then it goes on to say how this works. You're going to upload your invoices, pay on 1%, get paid faster, and grow your business. So this is the website, and it also goes into the eligibility, which I just covered, and the partners, right? So the Women's Certification Association is on here as well. And so any questions that you have can be answered here. It's Facebook Business /invoice-fast-track is where you would go. And again, that link is in the comments. Okay. So I hope you all get it. I hope you all go out there and apply for these programs that are available. They won't be there forever. I don't know how long it will be open, but just from previous experience, these applications don't stay open long. We know that they tend to have a high demand. So please don't wait till the last minute to try to get your application in. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll circle back. I do want to move on to give some additional updates. Let you know where you can find some state grants. I did another video called Small Business Grants, and it's on our YouTube channel. So I highly recommend you go there. All the details are there. I'm just going to just highlight really quickly some of the top states that have COVID relief grants right now. And I'm talking significant grants. I've seen states have up to 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, it just hundreds of thousands. It just depends on the state that you live in and how their program is set up. And all the information is on their website. So you can find our grant tracker in the show notes as well. Or you can simply go to our website at www.shebosstraining.com shebosstalk.com and click on our COVID-19 resource tab. That is the grant tracker. And it lists all of the federal stimulus programs, and it lists the different grants by state and the grants that are nationwide. So let me just tell you, so if you're in these states, let me know, give your state a shout out. And if you have not applied already, please let me know. And if you have applied and received the grant, let us know as well, because again, so many people don't know about grants that are right there in your own community. They're right there and they're searching for you, looking for you. And they're like doing outreach campaigns, trying to locate small businesses to apply for these programs. And we know a lot of times underserved communities don't get information that other businesses may get. That's why it's important that we share the information and continue to do the outreach. California is on round 9 at this point. They've had this program. They've added more millions to this. I believe their program, if it's not over $1 billion, is near $1 billion at this point. So if you're in California and you haven't applied for any of their grants, you need to go ahead and get your application while you still can. Illinois has a grant program as well. So if you are Illinois small business, they have a grant program that you need to apply for. Again, the links are in our show notes. Just go to our grant tracker. It is there. It will have the link directly to their main page. And usually the state's main page, they have a main hub for small business. So there will be other potentially multiple types of grants, other funding resources, technical assistance that and other things that can help support you and your small business. Don't overlook these types of opportunities. Louisiana, we know Louisiana was just hard hit by the Ida hurricane. Okay, so they also have disaster relief for you as well. So definitely look into that. If they haven't mailed or contacted you, just start with your governor's office. If you don't know where else to start with your governor's office if you have questions related to that. But Louisiana has a grant program for small business. It doesn't have anything to do with Ida, okay? But expect that you will have additional opportunities if you were one of the states impacted by Ida, okay? So we're dealing with Ida, we're dealing with COVID relief. The programs are just continuing to come. They have not stopped. New York is another big one on the list. Again, I believe they're over $1 billion at this point. If not, they're really close to it. Ohio still has 4 grants that are available for small business, new businesses, hotels, restaurants. So a lot of, for you restaurants that missed out on the Restaurant Revitalization Fund grant, and many of you all did, many of the states have grants for restaurants, specifically for you guys that have restaurants, okay? They may even have special grants for those that have live venues. Just check with your individual state, okay? Now, and check the eligibility. They always have it there. Just go to the website, click. All the information is always on the website. I reviewed every page on the small business grants video, so go back and check that out. Washington has a grant. If you live in Washington, shout out to Washington. If you have not applied, I will recommend that you go visit them, see if you meet the eligibility requirements, and apply. Wisconsin in the house. Go apply for the grant that is available, okay? And these are at the state level, so these are all the grants. There's no way I will be here all day, every day, listing off grants. So there are too many to count. We give you tips on where to find different grants in your local area, in your state. These are by sure not the only ones. These are the top ones that you need to go look at and apply for, and then use our tools and resources to research other ones, because there are many out there, many that you can get, okay? The newest one that just came online is for Minnesota. Shout out Minnesota, okay? They have a new grant, I believe it's $64 million grant for small businesses in your area. So if you're in any of these states, or you have friends that are in these states, please tag them. Please share the video so that they do not miss out on these grant opportunities. These, again, are not the only ones. And I always put a note that indicates this is not an exhausted list, because we haven't even talked about what's available in your city. We haven't talked about what's available in your county. We haven't even talked about the private organizations and other government or nonprofit agencies and associations that provide grants, right, in your local area. So you have to be proactive in getting funding for your business, okay? So I'm giving you the head start to get moving on getting funding for your business. So those are the top states that have grant programs right now that you can go apply for. Please don't wait till the last minute. Most of these have had several rounds, so we even indicate that in our grant tracker. So if it's closed, it says specifically if it has multiple rounds. It's up to you to click on the link, find out when the next round is available. They may do it after each round closes. It could be monthly, it could be quarterly, it could be annual. And we indicate that. And then again, it's on you to mark your calendar and then to monitor for when those grants open. There's several grants open right now. Just wanted to give a reminder also about the targeted EIDL grants, and the Target Supplemental Grant is still available for 3 million small businesses and entrepreneurs, contractors, independent contractors, 1099 workers, nonprofits. If you have applied to the EIDL program, the EIDL loan program, I would encourage you to check to make sure that you received an invite. You should have received one from the SBA. Whether you apply for the EIDL loan program in 2020 or 2021, you will receive an invite to apply for the new grant programs. This grant program has been running since February of this year. I am a recipient of both of the grants, so I got the full amount. I had to wait over a year and a half because I initially applied in 2020 and did not get it because the SBA ran out of funds. You don't want to wait till the program expires, and it's set to expire at the end of December. There's no indication that they will be expanding it past this year. Now, they just expanded the loan program. So you apply for the loan. Many of you all want the loan, but we know still many don't meet the qualifications for the loan. Okay, you do not have to take the loan in order to get the grant. You do not have to be approved for the loan to get the grant. What you do need to do is apply and meet the eligibility requirements. So for the targeted, you're going to get the 10 or the balance thereof if you got any portion of that in 2020. You need to be able to show that you had a decrease in gross receipts of 30% or more in one quarter in 2020 compared to that same quarter in 2019. You need to have 300 employees or less, and your business must be in a low income area as defined by the IRS. And they have a mapping tool on the website, sba.gov/EIDL is where you apply for the loan. If you have not applied already, don't apply twice. Right? But if you have not applied already, apply. Then you will get invited to apply for the grant. And then at the same time you apply for the targeted grant of 10,000 max, you can apply also for the targeted supplemental grant. Okay. And so that is a $5,000 grant. You're applying at the same time as a section that says, check this box if you want to be considered for the supplement. Don't miss that box, because many people missed the $10,000 box on the first application in 2020. Okay. And so don't miss that opportunity. Check yes. It doesn't guarantee you're going to get the supplement, because in order to qualify for the supplement, you need to still be in a low income community. You need to have 10 employees or less, and the loss needs to be greater. It needs to be 50% or greater loss that is shown in order to qualify for the $5,000 grant. Okay. Some people get it. They qualify. It just depends if you meet the requirements, and some people don't. So, even if you don't, 10,000 goes a long way. There's so many businesses tell me that all I need is 2,000. All I need is 3,000 or 5,000. And if you have been denied, just appeal. But make sure you know what you're doing when you appeal. Make sure that you are addressing the reason you were denied. Either it was the error on the behalf of the SBA, or it was an error on your behalf because you did not do something correctly. And that has happened. A lot of businesses don't know how to calculate their sales because they're not keeping proper track of their sales. I talk about this all the time. And so if you submit the application and you put the wrong numbers in the wrong place, you don't know, and you're just making up stuff, it's not gonna match, because they're going to look for your tax return. So you need to make sure you know what you're doing. So we have tons of explainer videos on our YouTube channel. We do offer one-on-one assistance if you need that help. Okay. So it's worth it for a lot of people to get that one-on-one help to make sure they're doing it right the first time, because every time you don't do it right, you have to go through the appeal process, is further delaying the access to your money. I just received yesterday one of her, believe her name is Cherie. And Cherie, if you're watching, hello. I believe she lives in Ohio with me. I don't know if she's in Cleveland, but she's in Ohio. And she had contacted me like a month or so ago and was telling me about the hard time she was having with Idle. And she said she wanted to give up several times, and did, until she came across my video, and she would see my video, and I would motivate her to keep going, don't give up, and then call your SBA district office, and then call your Congress, and go back and appeal again. And guess what? She messaged me yesterday saying she got her Idle grant. And I believe it was either 8,000 or 9,000, because she got the partial in 2020. And I was so excited for her, as though it was the grant I was getting for myself. Just to know how much work you put into it, right? It's been a challenging process, but you were able to come out on the other side successfully with that money. So that's why I tell you, don't ever give up on the process. Just keep going, right? But make sure you're doing everything you need to do, and it's not something you're accountable for that is holding up the process. So do go ahead and get those applications in. Again, they have enough funding to give out grants to about 3 million more small businesses, and this is before they take part of it for the infrastructure bill. So the infrastructure bill is still held up; it hasn't passed. They're wanting to vote on it, or said they will vote on it by September 27th. We're not there yet, but that could change at any time. So don't wait to get your application in for that program. Also, you can, again, you've already put in for the loan. The loan has helped many small businesses. It's a wonderful program. If you qualify for it, payments are deferred until 2 years after you receive your funds. Okay. And it's a long-term loan, 30-year. We know people don't wait 30 years to pay it back, but that makes it more manageable, and you have 2 years to multiply that money. Okay. So again, it doesn't matter what money you get, you need to have a plan for what you are going to do with that money, right? So, even loans, people look at it like, oh, I'm scared to take out a loan, or it's no, it's not a bad thing if you know what you're doing. Businesses, even bigger businesses, use loans all the time, lines of credit, business credit, to scale their businesses. That is what they do. So again, the loan is a great opportunity as well. They just increased the maximum amount of the loan due to the Delta variant to 2 million. So what is based on the calculation methodology that the SBA has set in place, based on your tax returns, your 2019, what you brought in 2019, that will tell you your max. You will see all of that in your Idle portal. So I just recommend that you go there, contact the SBA if you have any questions regarding your application. But that program is still available as well. But again, as a reminder, it will end at December 31st, 2021, which is approaching. Okay, so that's the Idle program. Just want to quickly mention that the Svo Supplemental Grant invites have been going out from the SBA. So those of you that received, congratulations, the Shutter Venue Operators Grant, the initial one. This is also a program where you were able to get the supplemental grant. Okay, so we know that those that have 70% or greater loss are eligible for that supplement. So the SBA has already sent out invites, and I'm sure businesses have already been applying, but I would encourage you to make sure, if you haven't responded to that invite, that you do it. And I say that because many people don't respond to the invites that they get. Either you're not monitoring your emails, or you're thinking, you don't know what this is, and it's a scam. It says the SBA. Check the email address if it says SBA.gov. It is the SBA. Even if you need to call them and say, okay, just wanted to check that this was sent from, the SBA, this invite, is this real? Okay. But don't just ignore it. Like, so many people just ignoring it. Check your spam folders, check your promo folders in your emails. I guarantee you have important emails there that you have not checked. So I actually posted the other day, I did a social post about the grant opportunities to not leave money on the table. Go check your inboxes. And one of our peers looked at that post, checked her inbox, and she had the invite that had been in her email since June. We're in September. She had the reminder, because I said the SBA has sent out at least 3 reminders to businesses that you could be eligible for the targeted EIDL advance. Okay. So I know she's not the only one that has invite sitting in her inbox. And if she had not seen my post and taken action on it, she would have been giving up up to $15,000. Please don't let that happen to you, and don't let that happen to your peers because you're not sharing the information. You can't make them do anything, but you can at least share the information and educate them and let them know that they can go check. It's up to them to take the action. But I can't tell you how many people leave money on the table, and you're still struggling or trying to figure out how to get access to money, but you're leaving money on the table. It's there. You're just not responding to the email. So let's get it done. And the last thing I want to talk about is the PPP. This is the Paycheck Protection Program forgiveness. So 59%, as of what I last heard, or what was last reported, 59% of small businesses that receive PPP loans, these are the forgivable loan program, have been forgiven either fully or partially, forgiven their loan. And I'm one of those. I'm happy to report that 3 of my PPP loans have been forgiven. It took days. So people ask me, like, how long does it take? How do I do it? You go to your lender. If your lender has opted into the SBA forgiveness portal, direct forgiveness portal, then you can apply directly with the SBA. It literally took a few days from the time I submitted the application, signing the DocuSign, and getting the notice back from the SBA and my lender that I was fully approved. Okay. And so that has been the experience for a lot of small businesses as well. It's just a matter of you knowing what to do and taking action. And if your lender has actually opened up the process. Now, you don't have to start paying your money back, right, on the loan until 10 months after the last date of your covered period. So you need to know what your covered period is to know if that date is approaching, because you don't want to get to the date where they're issuing you your monthly payment notice to say it's now time to pay back on your loan. We want to get it forgiven before then. Okay. We want to get it forgiven before that day. And so we know a little under 50% still are out there. A good portion of those are those that took out or got funded the PPP loan in 2021. Okay. So I got it in 2021 and mine is forgiven. So really at this point, most of you all should have it forgiven at this point. Someone had mentioned Square. I know Square is supposed to be sending them up. I don't know why they're behind, but I know that they will have it set up. They have not opted in, to my understanding, to the SBA portal. Now, you can only use the portal if they've opted in. Now, if you use the portal and your lender didn't opt in, please let me know. If you were successful in that, but I don't want you to further delay the process because you applied through the portal and your lender has not opted in. Okay. So, you want to make sure you follow the process, and every lender should have information on their process for forgiveness, the timeline, if they're still getting ready. I know my lenders did, but not everybody has the best lenders. But I even know Womply, Blue Acorns, Small Biz loans.com. I checked all of them. They all have something, some notice as to where they are with the PPP forgiveness. I just Googled them and PPP forgiveness, and you should be able to find some information on that, because they've been big providers with regards to giving out the lending out the PPP during that time. And there's still no indication that that program will reopen. So it's just right now they're focusing on getting everyone the forgiveness that they need. Okay. This is a reminder that it is not automatic, because some of you all were told by people that don't know, they don't know what they're talking about, that, oh, you go get this PPP loan, go get it, and it'll be automatically forgiven. No, it will not. You will get a bill in the mail that says your payment is due if you do not get it forgiven. Okay, so I'm just going through just to see. I see all of you out there. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Just checking to see if there's any questions that I might need to answer. One thing I do want to say, as far as the state grants as well, if you find in the grant program that your business is excluded, right? Because they tell you what businesses are eligible. If your business is excluded, like I can tell you in Ohio, my business is, because you're required to have at least 2 W-2 employees. So I would encourage you to call and make your voice heard. Let them know, why are you leaving out my small business? And a lot of these programs have really left out those home-based businesses, those businesses that don't have W-2 employees, but they use contractors. That is a lot of micro businesses use contractors. But a lot of grant programs have improved their programs and include, especially these national minority business grant programs. You will see that they will have, one that I just applied for had that employees, you had to have at least 5, I think. But it said at least 5 could be W-2, part-time, full-time. It could be 1099, full-time or part-time. So that means my business is eligible, because I use 1099 workers. They should know that, okay? They should know that, and not be excluding businesses because you don't have W-2 employees, as though our businesses weren't impacted. Okay. But again, it's up to you to use your voice. I did that back in 2020 with the minority grant, where I found some really some discrepancies or some inequities in their program, and I made that known, and they did make the changes, and I was able to apply and get approved and funded through that grant program. If I had not spoken up for myself, I would be sitting here today without that money. Okay. And I've had to do that multiple times. Right. So I have the tools to say, get grants. You can get them easy. That doesn't mean that you won't experience challenges along the way, but you have to speak up for yourself. You have to maintain your documentation. Because I did that, I was able to overcome some issues or denials that came about at no fault of my own. Okay. So I'm not going to let somebody take money from me and it was not my fault. Now, if I drop the ball, I just have to suck it up. But I don't drop the ball. Okay. And so I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to fight for what I know I deserve, that is mine. And I did that, and every single time I got it. So that is just encouragement for you to not give up on the process, and to use your voice, use your power that you have as a small business owner. It works. It works. Okay. So wife didn't file taxes. Taxes are required. Just about every grant, there's no which way around it. You have to get your taxes done. If you don't have your 2019 taxes done, you need to hire a professional. If you need resources, if you need referrals, you can always email us at hello@shebosstalk.com. We actually did an episode last week. It was a great episode, right? How to leverage your money game like a boss. That was a wonderful show. You can see it on all of our platforms, or just go to our YouTube channel. That was a wonderful episode. I had Crystal Jones. She's an attorney, an accountant, an investor, a money woman. I had Amy Schultz. She is a money coach. They dropped so many gems. They are available. Go to the experts. Use the money that you're getting to invest in the experts that you need. because you need to make sure that you have your business on a strong foundation, that you are working with someone that can help you with financial strategies in your business, not just waiting to the end of the year, say, I need a tax consultant to do my taxes. That is not the wisest approach. You need them along the way, all through the year, to help you with your strategy. So she was on. She's doing amazing things. She is the go-to person, and I would drop both their information in the comments at the end of this video. Get in contact with them because they are amazing, and they, again, free information. They didn't charge, and we gave free information that you can take, actionable strategies that you can use right now in your business. Okay, but you need to have your taxes done. There's no way around it. And people are still missing out. That's one of the number one reasons that people miss out on not only the federal funding, the state funding, and the national grants that are out here, is because you don't have your taxes done. You're not properly set up. You don't have your business properly set up. You don't have an EIN. You're not registered as a business. Those are the first steps. Let's get back to the basics and get that done, because that is one of the first steps to getting access to money. Getting certified is another way, because some of these grants, they require you, if they say this is for women business, you can't just assume because you're a woman that you have a woman-owned business. You must be, at least your business must be owned and operated 51% by a woman, right? And so there are certain qualifications to get certified. So again, those are the resources and tools that we have. We have a lot of them. So if you're just ready to take your business to the next level, I recommend you just go to the show notes, grab whatever tools that you can, get the ones that you can. You start using them, go back and get the other ones later, whenever you can. We have a YouTube Creator Masterclass coming up in October, on October 1st at 10 a.m. I would highly recommend you be in the room if you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel and it's been idle, you haven't been doing anything with it, you're struggling, you don't know what to do with it, you need to be in the master class, because YouTube is the number one place for those who have video content. They are the ones that pay the most. None of these other platforms pay you for some. Most of them, Facebook isn't paying you for your videos when you go live. Okay, LinkedIn isn't paying you for your videos when you go live. Okay, YouTube is paying, or recorded, uploaded, recording video, live video. They are paying you, and there's multiple ways. And the other day I did 5 ways to get paid as a YouTube partner on YouTube. If you did not see that video, go check it out. Okay, 5. But there's at least 10 other ways to get paid by having a YouTube channel. So again, I'm going to teach you everything that I've learned to really quickly grow my channel, grow my subscribers, grow my fan base, and make multiple streams of income on the YouTube platform. It's time for us to make money. I say stimulate your own economy. There's no reason that you should be still struggling when I know a lot of you are sitting on gold mines. You have the content, but it's sitting gathering dust somewhere. Let's get it on YouTube. Let's get it on the platform. Let's make your content work for you. So you're making money while you sleep, right? You're working less and you're earning more. Okay, that's my goal. If that's your goal, let me know in the comments, okay? Because people are already booking up, registering, so the registration never stays open long. So don't hesitate. If this is something that's interested to you and you really want to leverage your channel to start making multiple streams of income, register for the class. Those that have asked me, okay, what if I can't make it that day? We always include a replay bundle. So if you have some doctor's appointment or have another scheduled meeting, whatever that is, you will get the replay bundle. That includes the video of the live interaction. You get the slides, you get the audio. So you get everything that comes with it, so you won't miss out. Okay, so that's all of you all that may not be able to make that October date. Don't let that keep you from registering for this class. Look at all the testimonials. I have too many to count. The masterclasses are unlike any other masterclass that you will have attended. I don't give any fluff. Every student brings their challenges, their questions, and we go through them. We go through scenarios because we want you to be successful. We want you to leave that class and be ready to put all the strategies into action to start building your tribe and building your channel and building your multiple streams of income. So if you're ready, subscribe is in the show notes, in the description. Meet us there. As always, continue to be the boss with amplified impact and continue to stay in good health and stay safe. Have a wonderful day.